Every single day, more than 50,000 merchant ships travel across the world's oceans. They carry almost everything we use. Your smartphone, your car, your clothes, even the food on your table. Nearly 90% of our global trade moves by sea. And yet, for decades, India, a country with over 7,500 kilometers of coastline, has watched billions of dollars in maritime business pass right by its shores. Not because ship avoided India, but because India lacked one crucial piece of infrastructure, a world-class transshipment port. Today, on the southern tip of Kerala, a port is rising. Not just another port, but one that could completely change India's role in global trade. This is Vizhinjam International Seaport. Imagine a highway, not on land, but across the ocean. Every year, trillions of dollars worth of cargo moves between Europe and Asia. From Germany to China, from Japan to Middle East, from Korea to Africa. Almost every one of these ships follows a single maritime corridor, the East-West International Shipping Route. And here's the incredible part. This highway passes only 10 to 20 nautical miles from Kerala's coast. For decades, ships sailed right past India without stopping. Today, Vizhinjam sits almost directly beside this global shipping highway. For shipping companies, that means less fuel, less time, less money. Sometimes location alone creates history. Now here is something surprising. If a container leaves Mumbai or Kochi or Chennai, it often doesn't travel directly to Europe. Instead, it first goes to another country, Sri Lanka, specifically the port of Colombo. There, the containers are unloaded, stored, sorted, loaded again onto much larger ships. This process is called transshipment. Every time this happens, India loses valuable logistics revenue. Indian exporters pay additional handling charges, and another country benefits from cargo that originated in India. For years, Colombo became South Asia's shipping capital. But that dominance is now being challenged. Building a modern port isn't just about constructing docks. The ocean itself decides whether a port can become great. The world's largest container ships require deep water, very deep water. Many ports spend enormous amounts of money dredging the seabed every year. Vizhinjam doesn't have this problem. Nature has already done the work. With a natural depth of nearly 20 meters, it can accommodate the world's largest container vessels with minimal dredging. That means lower maintenance costs, greater efficiency, and faster turnaround times. Sometimes nature gives a country an advantage that money cannot buy. Vizhinjam isn't competing with Kochi or Mumbai. Its competitors are among the biggest ports on earth. Colombo, South Asia's transshipment giant. Singapore, one of the busiest container ports in the world. Jebel Ali, the Middle East's logistics powerhouse. Port Kelang, Tanjung Balai, Salalah, Hamad Port. These ports have dominated global shipping for decades, but Vizhinjam has something many of them don't. It sits closer to India's cargo, closer to the east-west shipping lane, and it offers one of the deepest natural harbors in the region. For the every time, India has a realistic opportunity to compete for global transshipment business. Vizhinjam isn't an isolated infrastructure project. It's part of something much larger, India's maritime transformation. Sagarmala. The government of India's Sagarmala program aims to modernize ports, improve connectivity, promote port-led industrialization, and develop coastal communities. Vizhinjam is one of its flagship projects. PM Gati Shakti. Port alone cannot transform an economy. Cargo must move quickly from factories to ships. That is where PM Gati Shakti comes in. Ports, railways, airports, logistics parks, industrial corridors, everything is being connected into one integrated transport network. Vizhinjam is expected to become one of its key maritime gateways. India's Maritime Vision 2030. India wants to become one of the world's leading maritime nations, increase exports, reduce logistic costs, build globally competitive ports. Vizhinjam is central to that ambition. Maritime Amrit Kal Vision 2037. Looking even further ahead, India envisions becoming a global maritime and logistics powerhouse by the centenary of its independence. Vizhinjam is expected to be one of the pillars supporting that vision. IMEC connection. Another ambitious project could further increase Vizhinjam's importance. The India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, or IMEC. The goal is to create faster trade route linking India with Europe through the Middle East. If the corridor develops as planned, ports along India's west coast will become even more important. With its strategic location near major shipping lanes, Vizhinjam could emerge as one of India's primary gateways to Europe. What it means for Kerala. For Kerala, the benefits extend far beyond shipping. Thousands of direct and indirect jobs, logistics parks, warehousing, export-oriented industries, foreign investment, better transport infrastructure, tourism, ship repair, marine services, a thriving blue economy. The port has potential to transform the regional economy for decades to come. History has always belonged to nations that controlled trade routes. Centuries ago, it was spices. then oil, today it's containers. For decades, India watched global trade pass by. Now it is building the infrastructure to become one of its central players. Vizhinjam is not merely another port, it is India's declaration that it intends to compete with Colombo, challenge Singapore, stand alongside with the world's greatest maritime hubs. Whether it succeeds will depend on execution, connectivity, and the ability to attract global shipping lines. But one thing is certain, the story of Vizhinjam is no longer just Kerala's story. It is India's maritime story, and perhaps the beginning of a new chapter in global shipping.